What is up, guys? It's Cal, and over the weekend, the next wing, second wing, of Sargeras came out on the PTR for LFR. So this is known as Wailing Halls, I believe. Now you're going to enter and have to kill some guys, of course, and then you're going to face the Demonic Inquisition, because nobody expects the Demonic Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition!
No, I'm kidding. Nice meme. It's comprised of Atragan and Belak. If that's how you say that. They're known as Kil'jaeden's best captors. So they're here to, capture you, I guess. So in this fight, I didn't really understand what was going on. First off, you know, you're facing two guys. They both do share a health pool. This did seem like a rather easy fight. One of them, the guy that floats, I think that's Belak, he will shoot this like shadow bolt, which can be interrupted. He does it frequently. I don't know at all what the other guy did, but it really seemed like the main mechanic in this fight is that bar on your screen plus the extra action button. That bar would just, I think, randomly fill up a bit. Well, I don't know if it's random. I feel like it's when you take damage, and I guess when it fills up to a certain point, you want to click the extra action button, which I did click it just to see what would happen. And there was like you were put into like a cage with an amalgamation, which actually had more health than the boss, so you definitely weren't killing that. So I didn't really see what the point of attacking it was. I guess you might have just needed a tank in there to tank it. But these glowing like gold balls would come out. I guess maybe the more you attack him, the more that come out of him. And when you ran over one, it reduced that like corruption bar that you have by some percentage, by quite a bit. So you would want to run over one of those gold balls and then click the extra action button again to get teleported out. Now there was one point in the fight where I was just curious to see what would happen if it got filled up all the way. If it does, it just reduces the damage you do by a lot, reduces the healing you take by a lot, all this stuff. So you don't want that bar to be filled all the way. And then after I killed him, I got this like spoiled sample thing from him, which has to do with legendaries, so I do end up turning that in at the end and showing you what that is. Now this next fight, you're fighting the Sisters of the Moon. So you're only fighting one of them at a time, and then at certain health intervals, another one kind of jumps in and then the other one jumps out. But they'll all actually continuously attack you throughout the fight. So you're facing Huntress Casparian, Captain Ythay Moonstrike, which both of them, by the way, do shadow damage. That's important. And then Priestess Lunaspire? Something like that, which she does arcane damage. Now the reason that's important is because it actually took me about halfway through the fight to realize that you're actually standing on like the image of an eclipsing moon, sort of. So part of the circle will be white, part of it will be black, and it'll kind of shift. If you're standing in the black, you're actually taking more shadow damage, and that's going to kind of rack up a bit. It's a debuff that increases your shadow damage taken, and then the white is the exact opposite for arcane damage. So during phase 1, you're facing Huntress Casparian, which will throw glaives at you. She'll just throw glaives at people. It does shadow damage, so if there's any part of the white circle up, it's better standing there because you'll take more arcane damage that way. And then you'll see sort of visions of Captain Ythay Moonstrike and Priestess Lunaspire. Captain Ythay Moonstrike will like throw out volleys of arrows that does shadow damage if you stand in it. Just, of course, don't stand in it. She'll apparently cast something called Incorporeal Shot on someone. If that happens, if you see someone with that, stand in between them and they'll take less damage. And then Priestess Lunaspire during phase 1 will put a healing absorption shield on party members and also a damage absorption shield on whichever sister you're fighting at that time. So make sure you damage off the shield as fast as possible and then heal off the healing absorption shields. Then phase 2, you face Ythay Moonstrike, who has Moon Talon, which is her pet. Come by her, just kill the bird. Just kill it. All the same abilities from before kind of carry over. Instead, like Huntress Casparian will be like a shadowy figure at this point, and she'll just start throwing glaives at people that do shadow damage. And then in phase 3, you face Priestess Lunaspire, with the other two kind of being shadowy images. Now she doesn't put any absorption shields on anyone in this phase, but she'll just do a whole bunch of arcane damage. So make sure you're taking increased shadow damage if you know she's about to attack you. Like she'll do this thing called Lunar Beacon on people, which will after it expires, it'll like explode with this lunar barrage. I don't know, but that's really the entire fight. It gets kind of hectic. It's a lot of don't stand in this, don't stand in that type of thing. So this final boss in the wing reminds me of that one boss in Black Temple kind of, but it's called the Engine of Souls. Now by the way, these 3 ads right in front of them, are part of the boss encounter. So when you pull them, the boss encounter starts. Our group didn't really know that, so we pulled them, and yeah, we proceeded to then wipe. So this fight seems like a lot of don't stand in this or else you'll die. So there's a lot of stuff that you shouldn't stand in or else you'll die. Now I was just kind of attacking the engine of soul, and I kind of got bored. There are these braziers around the edge of the room where you can click on and you'll go into another realm. So I just decided to click on one to see what would happen. And the engine of soul dude becomes, well, you can't attack him, but then you find the soul queen, Dejana, something, I don't know. And she does share a health pool with the Desolate Host. I guess the Desolate Host is like the boss's actual name. I don't know what the difference is. I guess maybe you need half the raid in one phase, half the raid in the other. And the Soul Queen also does have ads that you need to kill. So just kill things, just don't stand in things, and you're good. Now that is really the entire second wing of Tomb of Sargeras, Wailing Halls. I did say I would show you the spoiled sample thing. So you're gonna accept the spoiled sample quest, go into this place, the blacksmith place. You probably remember this. This guy gave you a diamond thing that allowed you to increase your legendaries to 940. Well, he can give you this stabled essence type of thing that increases your legendaries to 970, and they required withering essences, which are from the bosses in Tomb of Sargeras. You probably saw me get a couple from killing the bosses before. So yeah, you're just gonna kill Tomb of Sargeras bosses for those, turn 50 of those into that guy, and he'll give you a stabilized titan essence to increase your legendaries to 970. But that's the entire video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you can leave a like on it. You can sub to the channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.